Hey, Russell of Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope you're doing well, right? Hope the week has started off great. I'm just making sure that I am live the way I'm supposed to be. Let me just make sure I should be. Oh, yeah, I just got the notification on YouTube. Okay. All right, there we go. LinkedIn, we're there. We're there. We're set. We're set. But hey, hope you guys are off to a great week. I think I said that already. But I'm Russell of Hotels. I do this live what is this thing called? This is a daily check-in. This is a daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. I do this Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now on Tuesday, I do that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about on air with Russell of Hotels, okay, which is live on the same platforms. So you're not missing anything, right? So as long as you're, on LinkedIn, YouTube, and X, we're good, right? Facebook, we're still trying to figure that. Well, we're not trying to figure it out. You know what? I'm not gonna tell you what I did because you say that's so simple, that's so silly. I forgot my password, so I got to figure out my Facebook password, so then I can go live again on Facebook. But until then, I will take the same video and just copy and paste it over to Facebook. Okay, so it won't be live on Facebook, but at least it'll still be there. Okay, so you get the replay. All right, so hey, better than nothing, right? So other than that, oh, the comments are open, so feel free to make your comments. I had been not I hadn't stopped doing these daily check-ins, but I had been busy. I've been traveling the last couple of weeks. So the last couple of weeks I had not done on air with Russell of Hotels. So I think the last 2 weeks. So tomorrow I will do it tomorrow. And of course the daily check-in, I've been doing the daily check-ins. I haven't stopped doing the daily check-ins. So we will continue that. In fact, I do them in lieu of the on air because if I can't do it, I can at least devote maybe 20, 30 minutes to it. I just couldn't devote a whole hour because I was traveling. But hey, anyway, we don't need to hear about all that, Russell. Okay, you're here now. That's the important thing, right? So a couple of weeks ago, I was in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Now, I was unable to kind of, show La Posada de Santa Fe, which is a resort and spa there in Santa Fe, New Mexico. I was unable to show, a lot more, maybe a couple more photos that normally I would have showed back then when I was there, but I just didn't have time, right? So now I want to devote some time to showing off this particular hotel because I thought it was great. You know what I mean? So we were there. My client and I were there a couple of weeks ago, and we were doing site selection. I do site selection, right? So I was with my client because it came down to like 5 hotels that she wanted to see in person to make sure it felt good, it worked for her program and all that stuff. So that's what we do. We travel with our clients and say, hey, okay, let's I set up all the appointments and the travel arrangements and well, not her travel arrangements, but my travel arrangements. And then, well, I take care of the hotel part, of course, Russell of Hotels, right? So, and then we go and check out firsthand what's going on at these particular hotels. We talk about specifics of the group, the program, what the contract's going to look like, or some of the language we want in the contract. I mean, those are the things that we talk about, and those are things that we do. And of course, we experience the hotel from staying at the hotel to dining at the hotel to sampling the food, making sure everything is up to par as it relates to food and things like that, and the product itself. And then how flexible they are on food, because you got to remember a lot of people have dietary needs or dietary restrictions. So I'm all about the non-meat eats, right? So I want to make sure they do have options for that because just like me, within my client's group, they have a couple people that are non-meat eats as well, or vegetarian, or gluten-free. So you want to make sure the chef that you're working with is creative enough and it's not closed-minded where we don't do that, we do this and that's it. No, we need people that are creative out there, right? So if you're a chef that doesn't know vegan cuisine or vegetarian cuisine or gluten-free, well, you need to get up to par. I'm just going to say that. That's all I'm going to say. But that's it. That's all I'm going to say. Just get up to par because a lot more people are asking for that. And I've been to some And I was kind of disappointed. I was there a couple of weeks ago. No, last week. A couple of weeks ago. Last week I was at a conference, and they did not have. And I mentioned this before, so it won't be the first time anyone heard this. They did not have. I don't think they had enough selection as far as vegetarian and like vegan options. Because this is the thing. Some of these events that I go to that I attend, they ask you up front, weeks in advance, what are your dietary restrictions? And of course, I always say, I'm all about the non-meat eats, hashtag non-meat eats, right? Vegan, vegetarian, whatever the case may be. So I'm thinking that they're going to take that into consideration. Well, they didn't. They offered maybe one or two kind of things that were kind of shaky. But in past events, they were right on. Okay, they had more than enough options, and they had options both ways, right? For people that were just ate regular meat or ate regular food or whatever, but then they had options for people like myself, right? And you'd be surprised how many people that eat regular or meat or whatever, have a regular diet, whatever that is, consists of, they will try that because they've always heard, oh, let me try this and see if I like it or not. Some of the stuff they liked, some of the stuff they didn't, right? So there you go. But it's all about giving options. It's all about being creative. And we look for that, especially when it comes to that, your culinary skills, that food and beverage. We want to see how creative you can be. So yeah, if you don't know, about other different dietary restrictions, I suggest you, start looking that up because there's going to come a time when there's a group. The group is going to be on the fence, meaning if they're going to go with one hotel that's more creative than the other, guaranteed. Because I see it already. I see it with my clients. Like, this one is not willing to, experiment or be creative, or they haven't done this in the past. So why take a chance on our group? So this is real. This ain't just I'm just making this stuff up. No, this is real, and people are making decisions based on how creative a chef can be. Okay, so there you go. Just thought I'd throw that out there. But hey, just real quick, I'm gonna go through this, and I have a topic today, right? So I'm gonna get to that, but I'm gonna get to before I get to that, I'm gonna get to the specifics of this particular hotel, La Posada de Santa Fe, which is in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Okay, so this is another scene or another picture or photo of the lawn. Okay, there's a meeting space where these two ladies are standing right in back of them, and this opens up into this lawn, right? Oh my God, can you just picture a lunch or a reception or some type of dinner right out here? That's what I'm thinking, right? So that's what we were thinking when we saw this, like, oh my God, this is great. And there's not a lot of space here, right? So I'm gonna get to the specifics real quick, but it's not a big place, but it just has so much character. La Posada de Santa Fe. Okay, just a lot of character. So 157 guest rooms. This is one of the guest rooms. In fact, this is my guest room, right? 4 meeting rooms. So like I said, it's not a huge footprint, right? But what it does have is just a lot of character, and it's kind of rustic, right? Kind of that Santa Fe, that kind of artsy, kind of that vibe. You know what I mean? The independent hotel vibe, that not your cookie cutter. It's man, I love the vibe there. 3,500 square feet of meeting space. So only 4 meeting rooms, 3,500 square feet of meeting space. Okay, which was perfect for my client's group. Built in 1930. You guys know I like 20s and 30s buildings, but especially when it comes to like that kind of adobe, kind of that Spanish style or old Mexican style of design. Love it. And it was last renovated in 2015, which, based on my, 7 to 10 years, they're about due, right? But you would never know. The hotel is in very good shape. Love the hotel, love the vibe, love the energy there, right? And it happens to be a Tribute Portfolio Resort and Spa, which is part of the Marriott family, right? Why not? Marriott has everything else. Why not the Tribute Portfolio too? So anyway, but no, yeah, it is part of that. So you're able to get your points. You're able to get those Bonvoy points. So hey, that's what it's all about, right? So let me adjust my laptop because I keep saying, you guys don't see it, but maybe you do see it. I'm not sure. But hey, make the comments. Hey, the comments are open. Did I mention it already? Feel free to make comments. all that stuff. I do have a topic for today, and the topic is this may surprise you, it may not surprise you. I don't know, but it's going to be something real simple, real quick. Boom, look at the ticker. Logo placement and promoting your brand via a video podcast. Okay, this is a video podcast, right? Let's just say this is a video podcast. In fact, let me move this down a little bit because I don't know, it seems like it's like my chin is over my chin, right? So, and this is part of the room too, right? So this is, they had like a little separate area where you had like a little bench right there, kind of carved into the wall. I thought it was kind of dope. Okay, I was like, man, this is cool. This is, I mean, just the character of this room is. I just wanted to stay there. I didn't want to get out and go to dinner. I just want to stay in the room, just be. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just want to sit and be. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to sit on this bench and just not even watch TV. You know, I guess get a book or something and read, but I didn't have a book with me. So, but anyway, but it's a bench that you could do that on, right, comfortably. So logo placement and promoting your brand via video podcast. Now, if anyone that follows me or watches me on these lives, I'm always showcasing a hotel that I have experienced, right? I will never showcase a hotel that I have not experienced. So La Posada de Santa Fe, of course, I've experienced it because I just told you I was there, right? I stayed the night there and saw the meeting space and got the tour, had dinner, lunch, and breakfast there. So I experienced it, right? So once again, I will never show anything that I have not been to. So logo placement, as you can see right here, there's the logo, right? La Posada de Santa Fe, okay? A tribute, let's say a tribute portfolio. So we're going to talk about logo placement. Logo placement can be a good starting point for promoting your brand on a video podcast, especially if you're looking to increase brand visibility and recognition among viewers. Here's a way logo placement can be effective and some considerations to keep in mind. So a lot of people, I talk to people about, hey, maybe you think about, promoting your brand on this show, right? Because, I reach quite a few people, and a lot of people that I reach, they're either hotel people, meaning they work within the industry, or they're people that are buying not buying as in, okay, the real estate, they're buying it. No, they're potential buyers, meaning they could be meeting planners or, someone that has meetings in hotels or someone that utilizes hotels all the time, someone that travels a lot, someone that's looking for different places to go, right? So those are the people that listen to the show and watch this show, right? So why not take the opportunity to, showcase your hotel or showcase your logo or whatever. So that's where I'm going with this. Hey, what's going on, Lonnie Wolf? Lonnie Wolf is in the house. Let me throw his comment up there. Big time experience. Thank you so much, Lonnie Wolf. Appreciate you coming on. Always a pleasure to have Mr. Lonnie Wolf on. If you don't follow Lonnie Wolf on LinkedIn, make sure you do, okay? He is definitely somebody you want to follow, and he gives tips all the time especially about cleanliness, housekeeping, because housekeeping makes or breaks a hotel. Just in case you did not know, you know that now. What did Lonnie say? He's the real deal. ROH is the real deal. Here is the deal, folks. ROH is the real deal. Thank you so much, Lonnie. I appreciate that. Man. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well. Hope the family's doing well as well. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, I just had to chuckle like that. So, okay. Number one, brand recognition. What are we talking about? We're talking about logo placement. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Logo placement, brand recognition. Placing your logo prominently within the video podcast frame ensures that viewers immediately associate the content with your brand. This helps reinforce brand recognition and recall over time, especially if viewers regularly watch your podcast episodes. Okay, so if you watched regularly my podcast episodes, I'm always showcasing a hotel, right? And I'm throwing either the logo up there or a photo or video with me being there, okay? So in this case, I'm doing both, right? So I'm giving, a snapshot of what their patio would look like, in a beautiful setting, beautiful day outside. You can see it, right? You actually even see guests there. and the server or attendee, having a conversation with the guest, right? So, but the logo is there, right? The logo is there, so you know exactly where are you, okay? And what is that? UT Baltimore, okay, Biltmore, okay. I'm sorry, someone's calling me, and the number or the phone is DT Baltimore, Biltmore. I don't know what hotel it is, but it obviously is a hotel. It's a downtown Biltmore. I don't know, but it's not here in LA because there's a number. It's an 828 number. Anyway, I just thought I'd let you know that because when I'm doing these lives, I always get phone calls, but sometimes it's obvious it's whatever what do you call them? People are trying to get you to buy something, whatever. I don't think what they call that anyway. But Russell, what? Isn't that something? Okay, I didn't realize on the iPhone, right? It will. And I didn't ask it to do this, but it's doing the voicemail, right? It went to voicemail, and the person who's leaving the voicemail message, the words are coming on here, right? So whatever he's saying, he's telling me who it is, and I'm just like looking at it, I'm reading it. I guess it gives me the option to accept it or to block it or to maybe even answer the phone even before he hangs up. Isn't that interesting? I don't think I ever seen that before. So I'm fascinated with that, right? I've never paid attention to when I get a phone call and it starts, when they leave a message, the words start coming up on my phone. I'm like, what? Okay, that gives me an option if I want to. Okay, wait a minute, let me just talk to this person. No, I don't want to talk to him though. Okay, but that's a good feature. Thank you so much, iPhone. Appreciate it. So, but yeah, so we're getting back to the logo, right? So brand recognition is the main thing, right? So let's get back here. Brand recognition, and then the next one is consistent branding. Including your logo in each episode of your video podcast creates a sense of consistency and professionalism. It establishes a visual identity for your brand across all episodes, making it easier for viewers to identify and connect with your brand. Now, this is if, say, I had my brand up here. So right now, that's good as well. My brand will come in later, but I'm showing off this hotel brand. So say I'm trying to get people to promote on the show, right? So that's why I'm showing this, right? So, but it's giving you a consistent branding. People are seeing it. They're saying, oh, okay, that's a nice, view right there, sitting at the patio. I can just envision myself having lunch there and my group having lunch there or whatever. That's why I posted things, right? I just want you to envision that you're there, that you're actually experiencing La Posada de Santa Fe, okay, which is a tribute portfolio hotel, okay? So, but it's all about consistency. It's all about the brand recognition, which a lot of brands need. We don't think we do. We think we're doing a great job, right? But I don't see a lot of people promoting their stuff on podcasts, especially the video things like this, okay? I don't see that. It's consistent branding, meaning I do this I do it 5 days a week. Monday through Friday, I'm doing some type of show, podcast, whatever, however you want to put up, some type of live video show that I'm doing, right? So that's 5 days a week, right? 5 days a week, I'm doing something. That's consistency. And a lot of things that brands don't do, they're not consistent. They may do something once in a while, what does that mean? You do it once in a while. How are you going to get brand recognition if you do something every now and then, right? So we need to start taking our brand more serious, especially when it comes to hotel. Why do you need to be more consistent? Because there's other competition, right? Even across the street from this hotel, there's another hotel, okay? All right? So you have to be consistent. I don't know why I paused like that, but I think I was trying to think of something else to say. But no, you have to be consistent, just like Lonnie said. Consistency is the key. You want to make sure people see you. And seeing you once in a while is just not enough, right? People think that, oh, I posted something, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago? Well, who saw it? I didn't see it 2 weeks ago. You have to continuously do it. It is a full-time job to promote your brand. It is. Why do you think you see me all the time? Why do you think you see me 5 days a week? Because it's tough to get your brand out there where people know exactly who you are, right? and they recognize the brand, right? I want people to see this brand on my hat, and when they see me out and about, they say, "Oh, that's Russell of Hotels." That's what that brand means right there, right? Or if they see me doing the podcast, I happen to have this hat on, or I happen to be showing a logo, or they just recognize me. They say, "Oh, that's Russell of Hotels." Then that way, not say you've made it, but that whole brand recognition thing is there. If they happen to see me and they associate me with that brand or that logo, that's great. Or they see that logo and they say, "Oh, that's Russell of Hotels brand." Okay, I know him. Well, I don't know him, but I see him on LinkedIn all the time. The dude does things 5 days a week. That's what you want, right? But it comes with a lot of hard work, and it comes with a lot of posting. I mean, creating content. It does. Lonnie just said it. It's a full-time gig, right? It is a full-time gig to get your brand out there. So anyway, the next thing is visibility access platforms. When viewers share or discuss your video podcast on social media platforms or other channels, having your logo visible in the video ensures that your brand is represented whenever the content is shared. This extends the reach of your brand and increases exposure to new audiences. Let's just say this. Let's just take this one point. Okay. Once I finish this podcast or whatever we want to call this live daily check-in, it stays. It doesn't go anywhere. So when people come and look, it's still going to say La Posada de Santa Fe. So that's consistency, right? So it's not just here because I'm doing a live show. It's here for the live, and it's here for the replays. And the replays will be many because, like I said, I will not take it down. It's always going to be there. So your brand will consistently appear, and that's what you want. You don't want to just do something and then it goes away and that's it, right? You always want to constantly follow up with something else. You have to constantly do things because it's for the people that aren't seeing it, right? So there's some people right now that are seeing this La Posada de Santa Fe, okay, and there's some people actually looking it up to see where exactly it is and what it looks like or whatever. Right now, there's people that are doing that. What you don't understand is, some people don't, some people do. Lonnie Wolf probably does, but I want to say it's 65 to 70% of people that will see this podcast will look up La Posada de Santa Fe. They will Google it. 65 to 70% of the people that watch this podcast will Google, oh, La Posada, okay, it's in Santa Fe, okay, blah, blah, blah. It has 170 rooms, blah, blah, blah. Okay, it's located here. Okay, boom. That's just it, right? So why not do it? Why not do it? Association with quality content. I don't know why this thing keeps disappearing. Association with quality content. Hold on one second. There we go. By prominently displaying your logo in your video podcast, you signal to viewers that your brand is associated with the content they're consuming. If your podcast delivers valuable insights, entertaining discussions, or informative interviews, viewers may develop a positive perception of your brand based on the quality of your content. Okay, so knowing that this is me doing the show On Air with Russell of Hotels, I mean, this is Daily Check-In with Russell of Hotels. The La Posada de Santa Fe is not my brand, right? It's just the brand I happen to be at, and it's a brand that I would definitely recommend, right? So if I'm on here, so people are associating this brand with me. Okay, because I've been there, and that's good. I mean, I like that. That's great. But if I was on here, like, just foul mouth, cussing and carrying on, then that would be a negative thing for La Posada de Santa Fe. So you want to be consistent with the messages you're putting across and basically your attitude. Okay, so you don't want to come on and shed a wrong light on yourself or to the brand. Okay, because people will associate your behavior with their brand for whatever reason. Sometimes people cannot separate the two, right? And that's okay, because I'm not out on here, going off on some tangent or whatever. No, I'm here presenting La Posada de Santa Fe because I've been there, because I had a tour there, I've stayed there, and I think it's a great option for at least the groups that I had, right? Because it's just a vibe, right? Like I said, I love the rustic, I love the the design of the hotel. I love that it was built in the 1930s. I love the staff, right? Love the food, everything. So everything was great. So that's all I can say about it, right? So and then Lonnie Wolf says, away from Russell Hotels being consistent 365, you better have the vision to execute and passion and dedication. Exactly, exactly. You have to do it, like Lonnie said, 365. That's 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. You got to live and breathe what you do, right? Whatever that is. If my job or my mission is to do hotel site selection and let people know the hotels that I've been to, and the ones that I've selected for meetings or whatever, I got to do this all the time. I got to do it 24/7, right? And I got to let people know this is what I do. I'm Russell Hotels, and if I started showing other stuff, I wouldn't be Russell Hotels. I'd be something else, right? So you got to be consistent with the message. You can't confuse people, but it's a 24/7 job, 365, just like Lonnie Wolf said. So, and I hope people understand that I'm on here. I'm in here for the long haul. Okay, it ain't just a flash in the pan. I mean, you can see, like I said, I've been doing these daily check-ins going on 2 years now. I've been doing On Air with Russell of Hotels 250 episodes. Okay, I started back in 2019. Okay, that's when I started. January 2019 is when I began On Air with Russell of Hotels, and I have not stopped since then. Well, let me say that. Let me take that back. I took 3 weeks off for a summer one time. I don't remember why I did that. But yeah, I haven't done it since though, right? So this summer I'll continue to do it because that's what I need to do. You have to be as consistent as you can, and I can be consistent as 5 days a week, right? So that's what I do, and that's what you look for. So when you're looking for someone to maybe place your logo on their video cast or their podcast or whatever, their live hospitality talk show, make sure they are consistent, okay? Because if they're only doing it every now and then why would you even do it? You might as well do that on your own because that's what you're doing too, every now and then, right? But no, I post consistently. I create content consistently, 5 days a week. Subtle brand promotion. What does that mean? Logo placement allows you to promote your brand subtly without being overly intrusive or distracting to viewers. As long as the placement is tasteful and integrated seamlessly into overall design of your video podcast, it can enhance the viewing experience without detracting from the content itself. Yeah, it's just in the corner there, right? But I happen to be explaining what's going on. But normally it's just there. I'm not talking about it. You see it, but I'm really not talking about it. But I'm making a point about, of course, I'm making a point about logo placement and how important it is to get your brand out there. For brand recognition, consistent branding, visible across platforms, association with quality content, subtle brand promotion. Okay, those are things that we have to think about when we're doing this. So this is kind of the first step. If you're interested in doing something like this would be the first step, right? Normally, I wouldn't show the photos of if somebody was going to do, they wanted me to do some logo placement. Unless I've been there, I would not show the photos, right? So I would have to be there, but I don't have a problem with showing a logo that's still giving you brand recognition, right? So it's just a conversation we can have. Breathe, live, and love your business. Wait a minute. Breathe, live, and love it, or you're in the wrong business. Yeah, very good. I couldn't say that better myself, Lonnie Wolf. Yeah, you gotta breathe, live, love. If you don't do that, you're in the wrong business, right? So no, know what you're doing, love what you do, show that you love what you're doing, right? And one thing about me, I mean, I love what I do. I love this industry. I love the hotels that I go to. But what we're missing the point of, and missing the boat, is that we're not actively creating content so people know our properties. Remember, we still compete with the hotel across the street, the hotel down the block, the hotel in other destinations. Okay, this particular group that I had, they were competing with, well, the hotels are competing with 3 different destinations. There was 6 hotels and 3 different destinations. Okay, so there you go, right? But I knew of these hotels, the hotels that I showed to my client. I knew about them because I'd been there before, right? I had been to this hotel before, but it was like 5 years ago, right? So, but I remember like, Santa Fe is the vibe of the energy of Santa Fe. I love. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna mix a couple hotels in there as well. Vail was another one, Vail, Colorado, and then Tucson, Arizona was another one. They all kind of have I would say at least Santa Fe and Tucson have kind of a similar kind of vibe. Vail's a different vibe, but still a vibe that would vibe with my client, right, and their group. So those are the reasons why I came up with those three destinations. Actually, there was a couple other destinations as well, but they didn't make the cut. They just didn't, and it's up to the client. My job is to present things to the client, and then her job is to basically let me know, okay, these are the ones that make the cut. These are the ones I want to go see, right? But yeah, but it all starts with the brand, right? What is the brand? How did I find out about the brand? And you know, like I said, I knew of these brands, so that's good. But it would be better if brands would, kind of showcase their brands a little more. If that makes sense. Okay. If that makes sense. If that makes sense. Overall, logo placement can serve as a foundation element for your brand promotion strategy on a video podcast, helping to establish brand identity, increase visibility, and enhance audience engagement with your content. So it's all about creating content. This is creating content, not just creating content for me, but it's creating content for La Posada de Santa Fe, right? So there you go. We're almost done here. And this is another. So every scene that I chose or selected or went to is part of La Posada de Santa Fe. So this is, I want to say this is a library. They call it the library. Fireplace, love fireplaces. And then the last video here is their meeting space. And this is the largest one. And it has a fireplace, which is a selling point for my client, right? They love, for whatever reason, they love meeting rooms with fireplaces because it's an intimate group. They can put a fire on. They can all get close. They can talk about whatever they're talking about. It's a non-traditional kind of group, right? So it's not your typical corporate meeting, whatever, where everyone is sitting at classroom tables and chairs, whatever. No, sometimes they will use yoga mats, for their meetings. I mean, it's that kind of group where it's more intimate. It's sharing a lot of stuff, a lot of personal information, and the setting would be better if they're closer together, right? It's more intimate, and that's what they like. Believe me, there's a group for everything out there. I mean, people think that, oh my God, what is this group about? I tell them what it is. Like, what? Really? I said, hey, it just goes to show you there's a group for everything out there, right? So for everything that you're going through, there's a group there. It's that we haven't uncovered all the groups, right? But yeah, there's a lot of groups that are different. Let's just say that, different, which is still a good thing, right? So anyway, I think that is it. I just want to come on and talk about that logo placement. So if you're interested in logo placement here on air with Russell of Hotels or the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels, all you gotta do is reach out. That is my email at the bottom, russell@russellofhotels.com. If you want to call me, you can do that as well. Go to my website, which is russellofhotels.com, and my phone number is there. So you can just reach out and touch. Yeah, if you don't want to just leave a message or if you don't want to email me, that's fine. You can call me. You can instant message me. You can slide into my DMs, whatever. I'm on every social media platform out there. Feel free to reach out to me however you want to reach out. You never tell anybody how they need to buy you or how they want to find you, right? No, I'm on every social media platform. So whatever social media platform that you want, that you're on, you can reach me on either one of them. So there you go. Because one thing that I've learned is that you cannot tell people how to buy, okay, how to buy you, how to get your information, how to share information. You cannot tell them that. What is Lonnie Wolf saying? Good seeing you, my friend, ROH Russell. Dream big, do big. Thank you so much, Lonnie Wolf. Appreciate you coming on for a minute. You have a great day, great week, and we will see you soon. But yeah, so thank you so much, Lonnie Wolf. Like I said, anybody can make comments. Lonnie Wolf is a good friend, so of course he's gonna make some comments. I appreciate him. But anyone out there can always make comments. That's what I'm here to do. I'm here to put your comments in real time on the screen, right? So everyone can see that, okay, Lonnie Wolf has made comments. Okay, that's what it's all about, right? It's all about creating, not just content for me, but it's creating content for this hotel, which is La Posada de Santa Fe, and then it's creating content for Lonnie Wolf, because Lonnie Wolf made comments, and I put his name on the screen as well. And I even said, if you don't follow Lonnie Wolf, make sure you follow him, right? Remember, what did I say? 65 to 70% of the people that will watch a podcast will go and look it up. They may go to LinkedIn and actually look up Lonnie Wolf and see exactly what he does. Look at his profile. Okay. They'll do the same thing for me. If this is the first time, then follow me. And how do I know that? Because I look at LinkedIn and people go to my profile all the time. LinkedIn has that feature where when people go to your profile, right? So they do that all the time. So I know. So just make sure that you become accessible and you become visible, okay? Because you never know what people are looking for, right? So I appreciate Lonnie Wolf coming on. I love showing, creating content for him or as well as anyone else. So that's what it's all about, right? So that's me. That's Russell of Hotels, right? So I'm just not Russell of Hotels. I'm Russell of creating content. Anyway, that is it. You guys have a great day. And if you didn't like what I had to say today, check it out. Tomorrow I'm doing the same thing. Okay, but tomorrow is On Air with Russell of Hotels. Tomorrow, someone gave me a topic for tomorrow. It was Miss Robin Coleman. She said, what you should do? You should do a segment on, different types of hotels, say like economy, select service, full service, resort, that kind of stuff, long-term stay hotels. What do they mean? And give examples of those particular types of hotels. I said, that's a great one. Let's do it. So I'm going to do it tomorrow. Okay, so check me out tomorrow. That's what I'm going to do tomorrow. So working on that now, getting that stuff together. But yeah, tomorrow at 1 o'clock PST, that means in California, On Air with Russell of Hotels comes on live here on LinkedIn, YouTube, and X. Okay, so check it out. And that show goes for an hour. Okay, just so you know, it comes in at 1 and goes off at 2. All right, so just let you know that's what's going on. Yes. Rockin' Robin, yes. So yeah. I was doing a live on Friday, which I had like 51 comments. Wow, I was like, wow. Yeah, 51 comments and she was one of the ones making some of the comments, right? She was asking questions, and I love that. I love the engagement because that's what it's all about. It's all about the engagement. And then she mentioned that and say, hey, a lot of people don't understand, what's the difference between a full service and a select service, and give me examples of a select service hotel or an economy hotel or a resort. What is a resort? What is the definition of a resort or long-term stay? Why does Marriott have 31 different brands, right? So because they want to appeal to every market segment out there. Long-term stay, resort, select service, economy. They want to appeal to everyone's, pocketbook. Whatever you can afford. I don't care what it is. If you need to stay, 7 days or more, you want to stay in the extended stay hotel. Well, that's what extended stay hotels are. That's what they're for, right? I want to say 4 to 7 days or something like that. 4 days and up, they give you things more the comforts of home, like if you need a washer and dryer and things like that. So that's why some hotels have washers and dryers or full kitchens or whatever, because they're extended stay. I mean, you're not just staying your typical hotel stay, which is, I don't know if that's 1 to 3 days or something like that. Anything over that, would be more of an extended stay. If I got to be there for 2 weeks, well, you want some of the comforts of home, right? So there you go. There you go. So I just broke down a little bit of it for you today. But yeah, come back tomorrow, 1 o'clock, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. To include the luxury home segment. Yeah, luxury as well, right? What the heck is luxury? So we'll talk about that as well. I'm not sure if luxury's on there. Yeah, I'll make sure I put luxury on there. So there you go. And give examples of what, a luxury hotel would be. So there you go. That is it. You guys have a great day. Thank you again, Lonnie Wolf, for coming on. As always, you guys